the quantity x plus y is a factor of which of these polynomials? So check from option A to option E. Which one can this be a factor of? Now, first of all, this is a question on polynomial. This is JAMB 1978 Mathematics, question 32. So this is a question on polynomials. So, and there is a concept in polynomial called the factor theorem. So what do we mean by factor theorem? So factor theorem is telling us that if this is a factor of a particular polynomial, it means this factor can divide the polynomial and leave no remainder. So it will leave no remainder. So if it means if you use this factor to divide any of these polynomial, you will have no, the one that gives no remainder is actually the correct answer. But do we have time to start dividing one by one? No. There is another thing that we can do. So if this is a factor, by the time we set this factor to be equal to 0 and get a value for x, probably we make x the subject of formula and substitute inside any of these. The one that is equal to 0, the one that later gives us 0 at the end of the day, will be our correct answer. So that is also application of factor theorem. So let's go for the solution. So let's set this to 0. X plus y equal to 0. Let x plus y be equal to 0. That means x will be equal to negative y. So now let's put negative y inside each of these. Anyone that gives us 0. Let's start with option A. So we have x squared plus y squared. Anywhere we see x, let's put minus y. So that means I will have minus y squared plus y squared. So this will give me what? Minus negative y squared will give me y squared. Because this is even power. Any even power of negative will still be positive. So y squared plus y squared, which will give me 2y squared. So this is not equal to 0. So this option A cannot be the answer. Let's go for option B. Let's try that. Option B, x cubed minus y cubed. So anywhere we see x, let's put negative y. So negative y cubed minus y cubed. So if you raise a negative number to power of odd, the answer will still be negative. So here I will have negative y raised to the power of 3 minus y raised to the power of 3, which will give me minus 2y raised to the power of 3. So this is also not equal to 0. So that means option B can also not be the answer. Let's go for C now. So here we have 2x squared minus 3xy plus y squared minus x plus 1. So let's substitute. Anywhere we see x, let's put negative y. So I will have 2 bracket negative y squared minus 3 brackets negative y times y plus y squared minus negative y plus 1. So let's simplify this further. So, of course, you know that negative y squared will give me positive y squared times 2. That will give me 2y squared. Now, what about this? So this is negative y times y. That will give me negative y squared. But times negative 3. That will give me positive 3y squared. Let's go. Now, here we have plus y squared plus y plus 1. So let's combine everything. So, of course, obviously, this is not going to give us 0. So, because this will later lead us to what? 2y squared plus y will later lead us to this will be 6y squared plus y plus 1. So this is also not equal to 0. That means option C does not also work. Let's go for option D and see whether that will work. So this is 2. Let's substitute. Anywhere I see x, I'll put negative y. So this is negative y cubed plus 2 bracket negative y squared times y minus negative y times another y plus 3 bracket negative y minus y squared plus 3 bracket negative y. So let me confirm if that is actually what we have in the question. Yeah, that is what we have. Now, let's simplify further. So negative y raised to power 3 will give me negative y raised to power 3 times 2. That will be negative 2y raised to power 3. So this one will give me what? 2 ahead. Negative y raised to power 2 will give me positive y raised to power 2 times y. That will give me y raised to power 3 plus this. That will give me plus 2y raised to power 3. So it's like this option is making sense. Now from here, negative y times y, that will give me negative y squared. But we have negative outside. That will give me plus y squared. Now from here, this will be plus negative 3 times this. That will give me minus 3y. Yes. This will be minus 3y. Okay. So from here, oh, this is not supposed to be, because this is positive y from here, that will be plus y. Don't let us change anything. So this will be plus y. So from here, if I open this, this will be negative y squared. Then from this will be plus 3y. So looking at this, we see that certain things we cancel out. So this plus this, 0. Y squared and y squared, 0. Minus 3y plus 3y is 0. So the answer will be 0 here. So that means option D is our correct answer, since this is the only one that leads us to 0. So thank you. God bless you.